We are going on a grand tour of some United States landmarks. I don't know if you've ever seen this one before, but if you have, I'll give you a second to guess. There's also some clues on the screen. We are currently at the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is in Arizona. And I have a question for you. Do you think this is a natural landmark or a man-made landmark in Arizona? Let's take a look at their website really quick. I like Googling places and then going to their website. And if you click on FAQs, which stands for frequently asked questions, you can learn quite a bit. One of the things they ask is how big is it? And then they even have a hard time answering that. They say the park's over 1 million acres of land. But most people measure the canyon in river miles because they're near the Colorado River there. And it says, by the standard of the Grand Canyon is 277 miles long. It begins at Lee's Ferry and goes to Grand Wash Cliffs. It keeps asking even more interesting questions down here. It says, how old is the Grand Canyon? And they have a hard time answering that question, but it's over 200 million years old, it says. And they say they keep it as a national park so they can protect it. And then it has actually like tourist questions at the bottom, like, can I bring my dog? What is the weather like? It says summer temperatures on the south rim, but the inner canyon is, the temperatures are extreme. Daytime highs at the river, 5,000 feet below the rim, exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Yikes, that's like hot Florida summer. And then north rim summer temperatures are cooler than those of the south rim due to the increased elevation. Interesting. Winter conditions at the south rim are extreme. So they have both extreme winter and extreme summer. Expect snow, icy roads, geez Louise. So they get both the hot and the cold. That's interesting. So let's go back and ask my question again. Do you feel this is a natural or a man-made landmark? Remember, a landmark is a place people go to visit. That's important. I hope you said natural, because this was not made by man. This was made by nature, by the weather, by the river. This was carved out after over millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of years. So this is in Arizona. You'll need to know that information. And it's a natural landmark. Let's continue on our tour to the Gateway Arch. I actually opened this on Google Maps Street View a couple different times so you can kind of appreciate how incredibly large it is. Look at that. And I wonder if we could get, yeah, look right there. What do you see at the bottom? Look at the size of the people compared to how tall this arch is. And it looks like little metal tiles assembled on each part of it. And I want you to also know that if you wanted to come visit virtually the Gateway Arch, you could go to Google Maps. I'll show you what I did. I went to Google Maps and I typed in Gateway Arch and hit search. Then all I did was I clicked and dragged this little orange guy to one of the blue dots, and I got to visit the Gateway Arch. Let's look at another view of the Gateway Arch. This is a little bit farther back, so you could see more of it in the picture. This is in Missouri. This is a landmark in Missouri. Same question. Is this a man-made landmark or a natural landmark? Let's investigate the website and see if you have any clues. How tall is the Gateway Arch? 630 feet tall. I am only 5'4", so I'm much, much smaller than that. How wide? 630 feet wide. That's cool. It's same height as width. There's a couple questions on here. How many stainless steel sections are there? 142. And then they asked a question. Why was it built? This one was interesting. The structure was built as a monument to the vision of Thomas Jefferson, which I didn't know they did that, and St. Louis's role in the westward expansion of the United States. So back a long time ago, we only used to live on the east side of the United States, and people like Thomas Jefferson inspired other people to explore farther west. So they made this arch in honor of that. Look down here at the bottom. I learned a few things down here about, look at this. How many stairs are there? 1,076 steps. So now let's go back and take a look at this. You get to go to the top. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's keep looking. Can guests walk the stairs? No, the stairs and elevators are used for maintenance. So never mind. I got the wrong impression. I didn't investigate all the questions. That was my mistake. But there are still people who do maintenance that go to the top, which I find highly scary, highly intimidating. There are no facilities at the top of the archway, so there's no restrooms up there. The other question that I saw earlier today when I was investigating this website was, does the arch sway, like go back and forth? The arch is designed to stay as much as 18 inches, sway as much as 18 inches, and can withstand an earthquake. That's nuts. However, under normal conditions, the arch does not sway. It takes a 50-mile-an-hour wind to move the top 1.5 inches each side of the center. So let's go back. I don't know if I pointed out some of the easy questions that will give you clues. Who was the building contractor? McDonald Construction Company. I hope that gives you a clue to the answer of this question. The Gateway Arch in Missouri, is it man-made or a natural landmark? I certainly hope you say man-made, because we read about why it was made. We read about who made it. So this is in Missouri, and it is a man-made landmark. Last on our tour is Mount Rushmore. Again, if you want to visit this yourself, go to Google Maps, type in Mount Rushmore, and it should come right up. Let's press the zoom in button a little bit so we can take a better look at the presidents. They were carved into the side of this mountain. It's super cool. Look at that. Bam. I'm going to ask you a question. Oops, I think I even gave away a clue. Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. Is this a natural landmark or a man-made landmark? Let's take a look at their website. Who created the sculpture? Gutzon Borglum and 400 workers. How much did it cost? $989,992.32. How long did it take to build? 14 years of carving. Oh my goodness. I like this question. Are the faces eroding? Which means like kind of chipping away or going away. It says no, the estimated erosion rate is 1 inch every 10,000 years. So it won't really erode in a way that we'll ever notice. And then who was it named after? This is nuts. It was named after Charles E. Rushmore, a New York City attorney in 1885 who was there on business. They simply named it after him because he was there, it sounds like, because he was there. And then were there any deaths? Nope. Nobody died climbing that mountain, carving it. So again, I gave you too many clues. Is this a man-made landmark or a natural landmark? Well, it's made out of something natural, but this was man-made. It was made by 401 men. So I hope you caught that clue. Again, this is in South Dakota. It says right here, here's the address, here's the phone number if you ever care to visit. And you can virtually anytime you want going to Google Maps. This is part 1 of your landmark tour. You will get another tour soon.